Okay. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, good morning. I'm back. My name is still Paulinus Okpere, and this time we are going to be mirroring and also sharing ideas together on how we can get to expose these men of dogs, aka fake preachers in Nigeria. But particularly today we'll be looking at the methods, the different tricks, the pulls, to get or hoodwink their gullible followers. One of the common ways we know that Nigerians fall victim to these people is through miracles. Yes, miracle seekers, miracle hunters, running up and down from one prophet to the other, to that bishop, to that archbishop, to that pastor, reverend, just name it. These miracle seekers are mostly their target. But before we look into that, I want to talk about the main factor that is driving this revolution. Believe it or not, somebody told me 2 days ago and said, I foresee a time where youth who failed to tackle government by coming out of the streets because of fear of guns would now do so to Nigerian pastors, the fake pastors that we have that are parading themselves all over the place. The revolution is an ideological revolution. It is not to witch hunt anybody, because the affected populace is more than unaffected. But again, I submit that all of us are collectively affected. You might want to ask me how. How are we affected? The mother, the father, the brother, the sister who is a victim to these pastors sometimes come to you under some covers of maybe other problems and take money from you. Sometimes money that you will never recoup back again, money that you will never get back again. That is how it sometimes affects you, unknowingly. Now back to the issue of today. How do they make their gullible followers? How do they really do these cunning games? We are not new to videos online. I'll give you an example. This happened in the eastern part of Nigeria. I am greeting all of you. Collins Wanchu, Ikechukwu, Martin Jr., Guchuku. I will greet all of you properly. I'll greet all of you. Okay? But let me just rush through these cunning means these men of dogs used to extort their gullible followers. Like I was saying, there's this particular preacher in the East. In one of his crusades, he assembled people, they try to shade around the altar, the podium they built now as altar, anyway, makeshift altar, and this try to prevent very, very accessible view of the main thing they're about to do, that scam they're about to perform. Then there was this guy, I wish I have another phone to be showing you these videos. Okay, I wish I have that, but I think I'll post link on this timeline. I'll post link of this video so that you can watch for yourself and see this fraud, that how they perpetrate this fraud. And this guy was, praying for this man. The man was without a shirt. They were pouring water on him, saying he was being possessed by demons, by different kind of evil spirits and all, and they were trying to make him remove these demons by way of vomiting or throwing up. And as they were praying on him, there was a guy standing behind the cameraman. He had a black polythene bag. He was holding a black polythene bag. And what this guy did? He sneaked out a dead lizard, a gamma lizard, and he dropped it near where this guy was still on a chair. The victim now, so to call it, was still on a chair, and he was bending and throwing up, and he dropped the lizard there. And of course, the man of God, or the man of dogs, or dogs of men, anyone, was pouring water on him the more, or to soften. As it was pouring water on his head, it was dropping down to the lizard on the ground, so to give it a mix with the soil or the sand, and paint a picture of like a truck. And what did this guy do? He picked up the lizard, and as he held it up, you can see the euphoria. You can see the razzmatazz. The people were jeering. They were cheering. They were excited that this man had been delivered. But the camera that was also viewing this fraud or this scam was also the same camera that unknowingly caught that snap picture of that man dropping the dead lizard there. Like I told you before, I lived with one of them from my own family. There are so many other ways we are going to be talking about here. That's one. And secondly, how do they really quote phone numbers and tell you a bit of your history? How do they do these things? I got a call from Abuja, from Lagos, and I think this other one was from Kaduna State, yes. And they gave me similar experiences, which I'm going to be sharing with you right now. You see, the big guns that are good in quoting these phone numbers and telling you a bit of your history, we have people like Johnson Suleiman, the braggadocio guy. We have this guy from, I think, is it Akwa Ibom State? What's his name again? Imai Song, yes, Imai Song, Reverend Imai Isong, yeah, and two other guys still from that region, they call South region. And what they do is this actual complaint is coming from a pastor who used to invite them to his own crusade here in Benin. This very confession, or rather his findings, anyhow he chose to resonate. And what they do is this: when you organize your crusade, you have your dates, your venue, everything is organized and fixed. And now what you do is you throw the invitation to these men of dogs, this prophet, this fake prophet that are going to be coming as guest speakers or guest ministers to this event or crusade. So what they do is they have contact. If they are not in Benin or wherever they are to meet to go attend this crusade, they send them from their location. Agent, normally usually like up to 5 and 10 of them, between 5 and 10 persons. They send them massively to invade these churches that they are to perform. And these guys or this group of persons begin to mix up with members in that church. From there, begin to get data of these people, befriend them, know them, visit them, obtain enough information for the man of dog to work with. And on the very day of the crusade, you'll be surprised. He may pretend not to be able to pronounce the name, like being led. I'll give you an example. You hear him say, is there anybody here by the name Paulinus? Yes, Paulinus. Then when he says that, he withholds the surname. He will withhold the surname. When he withholds the surname, if there are 5 or 10 Paulinus in that crusade, they will all troop out. Now this is where he applies the icing to the cake that begins to fool people. he will now say, he may withhold his surname and now say something like this, like, the one I'm talking about here is the one using 08033 that and that. And one of them, the actual one, because these guys are good with cramming, like we call it in secondary school, those is cramming, they cram a lot. It is what they do at their spare time, to cram. Like students going to write exams, they cram. They try to memorize these things they read or these data they acquire from these agents that they send to these ministries prior to the event or to the days of the crusade. And when they begin to release those informations, like the phone number, the others will go back. Those ones will not just go back, some of them will sow seed. That they mention Paulinus at all at the altar. They will drop seed and go back. Now, back to the Paulinus. He has announced his phone number and they say yes. You are a farmer? Yes. You are a registered agro dealer in Edo State? Yes, sir. You have a wife and 2 children? Yes. And by the time he goes deeper, Paulinus is already lost to that man. And that is where the gullibility starts. He will put up the microphone away from his mouth and say something into Paulinus' ears. What has he told Paulinus? Meet me in my office. That one is a perfect victim. He will just end it up on the altar there with prayers and tell him to go. But he has already told that person of audible, hearing, like remove his microphone and just tell him the ears and say, meet me in my office or meet me at so hotel. That one is a potential cow that will be mixed so dry at the end of the day. They do these things from time to time. They do these things so often. We know these things. I like what Albert Obaze had just done. He recently released a video and pledged 5 years of his life, starting from now, to exposing these activities of these men of dogs. Like I told you before, I said I would contact the guy who Justice Suleiman referred to in his video and referred to as the Yahoo people. And you need to see the revelations that these people poured out. Coming from Malaysia, coming from Spain, the center of Europe and Asia, where these men of dogs go. They begin to take their crusade now and export abroad, because they are saying that the gullible ships here, they are beginning to know their tactics and beginning to know how they, prepare their sermon to hoodwink these people, these gullible people. How about women looking for the fruit of the womb? What do they do to these women? They take credit for what they did not actually do. You are praying for the woman on one hand, anointing her pussy, her private on one hand, giving her water to drink, giving her scriptures to read and pray with and fast, and supplications to do, and dangerous seeds to sow. But on the other hand, you know that this woman is also not missing any of her appointments with her gynecologist. She spends hard-earned millions on IVF. She does several attempts of this IVF, and eventually, with all the millions of naira spent, she has a good report. They told her that she's pregnant. You make this same woman believe that it is your oil, your handkerchief, your wristband, and your unending prayers for her that have answered her problem. And what do they come to church with to thank you? sometimes undisclosed amounts of money. You take credit from what you have not done. You labeled the guy, the Yahoo boys, talking about Suleiman now. You labeled them Yahoo boys, but they said something to me yesterday during my findings that I should ask you, like they've been asking you, that do you not know what they do? That those smaller churches, your branches in Madrid, where you have your crusades with them, do you not know that 80% of those who actually gave that dangerous seed, because there are genuine people there, we know these things, there are genuine people there, we know, but the average wage or minimum wage for these diasporans in Europe between 900 euros to 1,200 euros, and you are calling an altar call for sometimes 2,000 euros, 3,000 euros, and you think that the people who actually come out to give you this money are the ones that earn 900 euros per month. They have not removed the one for food. They have not removed the one for internet. They have not removed the one for heat. They have not removed the one for electricity. They have not removed the one for gas. Even for their apartment, they have not removed that one. And if it's the one that have a car, he has not fueled the car. Have children in school. Then parents at home to send money to, siblings at home to assist with their school fees. And you think those are the genuine ones that came out and gave you 3,000 euros, 2,000 euros. When you make an altar call, they rush forward up to like 10, 15 of them, 20 of them or more. And they all give you 2,000 euros, 3,000 euros per person. When converted, we are looking at close to between 700,000 to a million naira, talking about 2,000 and 3,000 euros. They're asking me to ask you, are you not aware of what they do? My brother talked about a pastor in his updates in Italy who was preaching and one day condemned prostitution, condemned internet fraud, condemned this. They were patient for the service to end. By the next Sunday, they did not show up to church. What did the pastor do? He took some of his men. Abego, make we go there beg them. Do you know the funny part of that story? When he told me, he said they even took the pleading to the bushes where these guys hustle, where they sleep with men and get paid. Yes, that was how desperate this man of dog was to get back his members. Started begging them one after the other. That was how he got them back. And since then, he never condemned prostitution in his church again. So, we can deduce that for the love of material gains, for the love of the money he takes from this gullible sheep, he was ready to sacrifice condemnation of prostitution. Have you come to Benin now? You see how these guys donate monies to the church. A guy was telling me this morning, a very good friend, and he said that a friend of his told him that the pastor said that they should come to church with anything that represents what they do, what they work. If you are a tailor, come with a needle and a thread, a piece of cloth and scissors. If you are a mechanic, come to church with spanner and other tools. If you are a doctor, just anything that represents, come with your injection or anything, just bring it to the hospital, to the church. And they all came and they saw this guy. He was holding a laptop. It could not have been internet fraud as people might have reasoned then. But after he raised the laptop up, as the pastor said, everybody put up what you work with. He put his laptop up. The pastor singled him out and asked him questions of audible listening or hearing. And the guy told him what he was doing, that he was expecting money, that when converted he was looking at about 140 million naira. Guess what? The pastor organized prayers that money should be paid. This is how desperate they have become. Have you seen the way they bring artists to their churches? Flamboyance. They prepare their altars now like nightclubs. Fine, it is beautiful to beautify a place. I like beautiful places. But the extra carefulness they take, so that after doing that one, the next thing is to bring entertainers from the entertainment industry. They now bring comedians to church who sometimes go off their godly gospel and go into the worldly gospel, or worldly jokes, sorry. When are we going to realize that their tactics are so overwhelming? The man who gives you handkerchief and wristband and olive oil to protect your head against the enemies, against accidents. The man has 12 mobile policemen in his convoy. 12, all armed to the teeth. And people are saying, don't talk, don't talk. Why should we not talk? Why should we not expose these people when the general effect of their scam on gullible members is affecting all of us collectively? Why should we not speak out? Why? Thank you for your comments so far. I'm grateful. Ngozi Peace, Owana Raf Odwa, I see you, sir. Walter Williams, Benedicta Ice, Monica Bekus, wow, that's funny. Evie, Edith, Steve, Idia Clinton, Onyalona Joyce, Untouchable Record, Katie Francis, okay, Saremi Erika, Floxia Laneme, Pastor Justice M. Okay, you are not saying anything new. Military pastor is not fake. Go and open a church that is not fake. Stop cutting your life short. Okay, Pastor Justice M. Usazoa, I will tell you this. You see, when people like you that are massively involved in this gullible poaching, you poach all the gullible members in your church, I don't expect you to come out to say anything nice about what we are doing. Okay, people like you are the reason this country is headed backwards. Believe it or not. Okay, if I may ask you, what were you doing before your so-called God called you? What were you doing before you went into ministry? And how rich were you in what you were doing compared to how rich you are now? Okay, people are the one modeling after these men to take up. You know, as they age and pass away, new ones are springing to fill in their gap. You are recruiting yourself for ministry. Tomorrow you will name yourself bishop when you were ordained by one fake one. What is your mission in ministry if not to make money? That's my response to you, Pastor. Okay? So, back to what we were saying, exposing them. They are also being used by politicians to launder money. We know that one. They use their accounts. Do you know that church accounts are being used as offshore accounts where the so-called Yahoo boys that 22 Lema castigated in his church pay monies into? Yes, the branches or wherever they use these accounts receive commission. They aid and abet these scams. They sell you only oil that are not functional. They raise seeds for handkerchief, and you see people coming out to pay ₦1,000,000 for handkerchief, and they will tell you that if your child is sick, lay it on his forehead, the child will be okay. Whereas when his own is sick, he go to the best hospital abroad to treat common headache and fever. We know that these men would have long gone out of business if not for gullible followers that they keep holding hostage in captive. I was reading on the internet just now that they gave Pastor Chris a private jet as gift yesterday, and they were celebrating that despite what we, the likes of Daddy Freeze, myself, Albert Obraze, Vincent Unachuku, and despite all what we are doing, that the ministry is still moving. I tell you, you are wrong. You are wrong. These men, Oyedepo have spoken out, Adeboye have spoken out. What's his name? I can't even remember because there are so numerous of them. They've all spoken out. You know why? Their revenue is beginning to shrink. I know friends who still go to church faithfully, but they don't tithe. Yes, they don't. They don't tithe. Themselves, their wives, they don't tithe. But they go to church fine. So the ministry is receiving the fruit of our effort to correct this madness, to correct this wrong, to bring about change. What did Tunde Bakare say in his video? He said, the change we need in Nigeria should begin from the church. That you should lock Kumoyi up, you should lock Adeboye up, you should lock Oyedepo up, you should lock Pastor Chris up, and you should even lock himself up. That when the ministry is beginning to get this scrutiny, that it desires to run the change engine that we seek in Nigeria, that is only when the change will begin to materialize. Who told you that you will not prosper if you don't give man of God your money? Who told you that? Who told you? The fear factor that they use on most of our gullible members is still very, very existent. Who told you that if you don't pay money to a pastor as tithe or as offering or as dangerous seed, that you will not prosper? Who told you that lie? Are all the super rich of the world prospering? Many of us have seen. Many of us have seen the video or the news where the Pope, that's the controller general of 1.2 billion Catholics worldwide, he does not fly in a private jet. And you are celebrating that only yesterday they gave Pastor Chris a private jet. You that contributed to that private jet, what do you have? You are celebrating that he got a private jet, but you did not celebrate that you saw a Pope, arguably the most richest religious ministry on earth, the Vatican, the religious small country of their own. They control the Catholic world. Very, very stupendously rich, both in gold bullions and in cash and real estate, world over, all over the world. He got a Lamborghini gift. What did he do with it? He asked that the gift, the Lamborghini, be auctioned and sold, and that the proceeds be used to fund, I think, 3 or 4 charitable causes. Then you are there clapping hands that Pastor Chris have gotten a private jet. The gullibility of our followers, of their followers, is so overwhelming. It's so mind-boggling. Told you that you will not prosper, and you are afraid. Edit that is talking trash here on this video. I will tell you right now, I'm in my office. Don't let the way I'm dressed deceive you. I'm self-employed. If you come to my office now, you will see for yourself. So I can dress to office how I like. So I am at work. Okay? I've got files to attend to on my desk, fine, I know. but I am at work. All right? It is not a jobless mission to rescue gullible cowards like you, gullible morons who will not change. Okay, you are the product. I mean, you are the buyer of the product they sell. So I'm redeeming you from mental slavery. Whether you appreciate it now or not, in the near future, you will begin to see youth who are openly attacking the pastors and demanding their money back. Go and bet it. You will begin to see it soon. You are very free, if you are watching, to share your opinion. Okay, you are very, very free. Share whatever your opinion you have about this man, your experiences. You know, I have been a victim too. I have given my phones to these men in the name of looking for one thing or the other. We must begin to speak out. The time and era is now. There is never a time as good as this to seek this change. Where we were small, we were told that we are the leaders of tomorrow, that Nigeria will be better, and the future is brighter. The future is not brighter, it's becoming bleaker. And who is responsible? Who are responsible? The pastors and the politicians. I put it to you. They are responsible for this. So I'll go to the next one. How they use different tricks on their gullible members. That one will be on your business. They will tell you that there are forces after your business. They are trying to cripple your financial breakdown. They are trying to inject money from the evil world, from the coven, into your business, so that you begin to do backward, so that you begin to make losses. Your business will eventually collapse and die. They use that fear on you, on your business. When they attack your business, you know that you are finished, because you don't want to go out of business. It is what runs your life. It is what runs your income. It is what funds your family. It is what gives you bread. So when they come after your business, my goodness, one woman was told to calculate all her net wares in her business, in her shop, and that she should go and pay half of it to the church. The woman calculated. She was a clothing merchant. She said textile materials. And when they saw that she was a big time dealer, they raised it further. They told her that she should give everything to the church. She told me herself. That was how she gave everything to the pastor. And today, she begs to feed. This morning, you know, I put a post. I said my roof went off when the heavy rains came down. People were writing to me and telling me it was God that directed the roof, the wind to my house. And I told them, you are fools. It's not only my house that was damaged. This morning when I went to buy the roofing sheet and the wood they will use and the material they will use to amend it, guess what happened? Guess what happened? I saw an old-time brother just around the wood market there. You know, he used to sell wood. He was there. We were like talking, and amazingly, he didn't even see my video on anything, but he was telling me that the way he is now, that he's so wretched now, that it was a result of his stupidity, his own personal foolishness, that he does not blame anybody. He blames himself for not listening to his wife. That he was a victim of pastoral fraud in their church. This was a guy that had 2 supply vehicles selling wood for him. They brought him down to nothing. They made him dry. And tomorrow they will go and buy jets, build exotic homes, buy wonders on wheels. And some fools here, even watching the video now, will tell you they gave to God. I looked at the brother. What will I do? I dipped my hands in my pocket and gave him the little I could. I saw the excitement in his eyes. But pastors brought him down. Okay, I think I found the contribution here. Okay. From Ayowe Ihuembo. I wish I can go back. Okay. Please, like I just said, if you have any experience to share with us, please do on this thread. Let people see. Let people see. Let people watch. Let people read and become so aware. We are going to change this country if we decide to. And the key rests in our hands. Not in our colonizers' hands that we run to for loans. No. Not in the hands of our politicians, because they are the same with the pastors. They collide together. And we are their end products. Gullible followers. This December now, they are doing their harvest Thanksgiving a lot from this Ember month. It started from last month, October, November, Sundays to Sundays, they are holding their harvest, their annual Thanksgiving. And the Thanksgiving that we grew up with then, we are mostly foodstuffs, livestock, like I said before. But what do they do now? They give you envelopes, bags, small bags before the Thanksgiving day, so that you put in seeds and come to church. They even make you write your names. The pastor wants to know which family are doing well in the church, bringing millions to the church, and those are the ones that they befriend the most. That brother told me, after giving to the church and giving to the church, his wife was to deliver through cesarean operation. Cesarean session. He needed money. He went to the church and they said they will borrow it to him at 30%. He was like, what? Pastor, I'm a tither in the church. And he said, we understand. You did not give me the money you gave to God. That is the only time they remind you that that money you give as tithe to them, it was given to God. The brother told me he left in tears. He had to sell his other car. And he sold it at a giveaway price, just so he could rescue his wife. Amazingly, unfortunately for him, he got a buyer. The buyer even had to take him, after paying him at the bank, he had to take him to the hospital. Drove him there with the same car. That was how he rescued the wife. She had her operation successfully. Both mother and baby are alive today. But this guy told me that he will never in his life set his foot inside any church again. That he would prefer to be a good man and do good to neighbors than take his money to church. That is an awakened brother. He has experience. There are millions and millions of them like that, but they have not been able to speak out for fear. We know these men of dog and their girlfriends in church. The one that is making noise there that calls himself, a bishop or a John or whatever he comes to serve there. Revelations are beginning to pour out. Even his personal assistant have talked to me, and he said, as we speak, he's processing his visa behind the man. I won't even mention so that you don't go and attack the guy. He said because he knows too much that he said he feels so guilty when he's the one that would drive the SUV tinted You can't stay inside. And we'll go to this girl's house and bring them to his hotel room. He loves to drink Hennessy a lot. Hennessy VSOP. That's the brand they say. He told me your guy likes so much. When he brings the girls to him, he will sleep with them overnight. Early in the morning, he is the same person. He does not use the driver with that one. He uses this personal assistant to go bring them. A very popular guy here in Benin. And we are also told that he's a dread night man. But when they are on the altar, they exude this personality of a saint, personality of a righteous man, of a clean, anointed man. But in their shady darkness, they do very, 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 in fact, dreadful and awful things. We are not going to keep quiet. Let them rant on the video. Let them curse us. Let them intimidate us. Let them threaten us. But we have decided that we are going to continue to speak out against the forces that have held our people hostage. The Europeans who gave you Christianity, they don't do it so lavishly like this. Matthew Ashimolowo was telling, I don't know if I got his son name correctly pronounced, Kashimolowo or Ashimolowo, was in his church one day, and he told people in his church that for every single year they have lived on earth, they should come and pay 1,000 naira for that year. Let me even imagine something there. For every single year they've lived on earth. I have lived on earth for 35 years now, so I'll go and pay 35,000. My mother, if she's worshiping in the same church with me, she has lived on earth for 62 years now. She will go and pay 62,000. My son have lived on earth for 5 years now. He will pay 5,000. My daughter, for 2 years now, she will pay 2,000. And use your imagination to do that around 7,500 people in a congregation. And you think it is okay to keep quiet when you, the gullible sheep, have not been able to change your shoes in the last 5 years. I am not going to waste too much time on this video, but I want to say this before I go, that the message that you people are hearing from us now is not born out of hate for any particular person. It is not born out of hate, I repeat, for any particular person or men of dark. No, no. It is a general revolution that we brought to you fearlessly for the sake of genuine change. I stand on the words of Tunde Bakari, where he said that if change must come to Nigeria, it must begin from the church. And I support it 100%. Change. Oyeme Obaze, say, I am a victim of fake prophecy and fears. Wow. I feel so pained by your plight, though. Although I don't know exactly what happened to you, but I feel for you. We are all victims, my dear. We are all victims. You know. Sadly, the morons now saying rubbish on this thread now are the people directly benefiting from this scam they call church, like this pastor Osazuwa that is fooling himself on the thread here. You know, they are part and parcel of the scam, of the fraud that they call the mega church in Nigeria today. I see a lot of you, Desmond J. Desmond, Sunza Lucky, Udeme Umoeka Jr. I see OC Best OC, Paulinus Okpere, Fide Obi, Anna Good, Matthias Orobonaiwu, Prince Leonard Igoma, Edith Michael. Yes, okay, you are the coward. Okay, you are still the gullible sheep. Well, just go and think about what I just told you. Okay, if these men of dogs are taking your brain hostage, I am only here to bring it to your consciousness that you are a mental slave and a cow that is being milked. My job is to redeem you from mental slavery. You have to appreciate it now or later. I know you will appreciate it. So I will be leaving this video here and make you people, think about what I have said about these fake pastors that have now taken their game to a whole new level. Their game have gone to a whole new level. They take your cars, they take your houses, they take your lands, they take down to your jewelries. They take anything from you. They take anything, even down to your wife, to your girlfriends. They take them. Yes, we saw a pastor that day in Kenya, on this show, not my show, a particular show I was watching, and the pastor he's a black man, he took the white wife of another white man and said he loves her. They connected them via this Skype now. I don't know how they connected them through video, and the wife even admitted to loving the pastor. She's a victim of brainwash. Although the pastor said she was about getting a divorce with her husband, but it is still not enough that you, a pastor, is wanting to take another man's wife just like that. These are the fakery and fuckery we talk about every day about this man. Yes, okay, Susan wants to call. Susan, okay, I think I'll prepare my number, but it would have been easier to call on Facebook, but you can't do that when we are live now because it will alter, because I actually do this video with my phone. I use a single phone, so unless you're willing to call a number, if you're willing to call a number, Susan, please, Susan Lucky, I'm talking to you now. If you are willing to call a number, I can put it here on the comments so you can call, okay? Or if you can hear me, the number to call is Susan. I don't know if you're getting me. Susan said she would like to call into the video so that people can hear her own experience in the hands of these men of dogs. Susan, are you there? Indicate that you're there so that okay. Yes, Omo Iban, but said not even hidden rebuke. I mean open rebuke. So let them come out and defend themselves openly. That what we are saying is not truth about them. It is truth, my dear. It is truth. It is truth. It's truth. Okay. I will become your God I'll become your God too if you don't believe in yourself. Of course, they need gods, and that is why these men have turned themselves to gods for them, and they are the ones that take the glory for even them, for the air they breathe. That is how far they brainwash these people. Okay, Omo Buying again said fake pastors in Nigeria can never go unpunished. Okay, sorry, a caller actually interrupted. He wants to contribute. My brother Raphael wants to contribute. So the number to call is 081, if you are there, 081 286 36 593. Okay. The number to call again is 081-286-36593. Okay, I just dropped the number there as a comment. Okay. Hello. Okay, now my people can hear you. Raphael wants to contribute his own opinion about these men of dogs and their fake life and their fake miracles and how they have held our gullible people in hostage. Okay, we can hear you now, Raphael.
I'm seeing all your job, and I'm so much appreciate all your job and all you are doing.
Thank you so much, my brother.
So get well done.
Okay.
Because our people need to be told the truth. You understand?
Yes.
As you are speaking, I'm going through most of the comments. Most of them are still blind and deaf.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yeah.
So because most of these pastors, they are using their member to hedge themselves.
Okay.
By members, most of them cannot even afford to eat 2 times in a day.
Of course. Okay.
When they're in trouble, they will go to the pastor will never help them.
Okay.
And can never help them.
Okay.
But whenever they walk and receive salary, they will take money to the pastor, say, giving them 10%. Who's 10%?
Right there in Europe. They do it to Europe.
Those pastors, who are they paying the tithe to?
Okay. The Raphael is asking, who do they pay their tithes to?
Going to which person's account?
Okay.
The money those members are paying, on which account the money, which person's account the money goes to, all the Jesus Christ account bank account number for them, that they put the money in his account?
No, not at all.
You know what I mean? So my people need to be truth. They need to say, they need to hear the truth, whether they like it or not.
Okay.
Those pastors are using us for too much, or for taking it for granted.
Okay. Thank you so much.
That so-called Pastor Suleiman came to Italy. The same pastor that went to one of these Arab countries, putting our Yahoo boys.
Yes.
After he has collected money from them.
Yes.
The same pastor come to Italy, asking members to come and sow a seed of 1,000 euros.
You can imagine. Okay.
And people are still going to pay that money. If you want this thing, most of people, they have no bank account at home.
Yes.
Not to take care of the family. Give a person 1,000 euros.
Okay. So, my brother, we have heard you, and he's talked about John C. Suleiman too, and how he came to Italy and make members pay the raise seats of about 2,000 euros, 1,000 euros. We heard it from him. I don't know if it's audible enough, but okay, another caller is calling in. Okay, hello. Oh, the multiple calls are jamming in, and it's creating a lot of network jam here. Oh, we lost that caller. Okay, so another caller is coming in. Hello. Yeah, good morning. Please introduce yourself, please.
God bless you for this thing that you are doing.
Thank you, my brother. And God bless you too.
The most part of it, let me just make my contribution.
Okay. People are hearing you. It's a live program. People are hearing. I hope you know that.
Christian, but our pastor is doing it is very wrong.
Okay.
Okay, I'm calling Europe now.
Okay.
Calling from Italy. Number one, the most pastor who know how to scam in this Nigeria now is Apostle Suleiman.
Wow. Same Suleiman.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will explain everything for you.
No problem.
Look, for example, the last time he came to Italy.
Okay.
After the crusade, everything. Okay. People pay tithes. People give offering, and all those tithes, all those offering they were giving you, you did not ask. Where are they getting all this money from?
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And half of the, let me see, there are people inside the church, there are 100 people, Out of those 100, maybe you will only 50 people who is doing normal job.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Half of the money is prostitution money and is drug money, and they going back to Nigeria with the money. Why did you not ask that this tax you are paying? Which work are you doing that you are paying this tax?
Good question.
500, 1,000, 150. Why did you not ask what work are you doing? Half of the European where we are living, half of the job they are doing is prostitution and drug.
Wow.
If you see any Nigerian that is working, it's difficult. Out of all, you only see 20% that is working. It's prostitution money and drug money. They are giving him money. He's taking the money home. Then,
wow.
Let them go and defend themselves when that the priest said they should not pay tax. If they cannot make contestants with that, let them give us a script that will defend that part.
Very good. Very good. And they have not been able to defend that scripture. They should not been able to defend it.
They should quote the scripture for us. That they should quote the scripture so that they can defend themselves. Nobody has been able to quote the scripture to defend the Christian.
Okay. Wow. Wow. I really appreciate your contribution.
It's a thief. Look at the house he has. Look at his car. Look at everything. People are giving you that and you don't know where the money is coming from. And the money is prostitution money and drug money, but you are taking the money.
You can imagine. So he knows that the money is prostitution money and Yahoo money, and he takes the money. He knows.
Okay, when it came to out of the 500 people that, let me say, out of 2,000 people inside the church, they are prostitution and they are money, but he's taking offering from them, right from them.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. I am really grateful. Where are you calling from, bro?
I'm calling from Italy. That man is a scam.
You're calling from Italy.
The whole time will be raking, will be boasting. You go and say the man of God, you are raking, you are boasting.
Very, very boastful.
Then you come be happy. Yeah, right.
Thank you so much.
I don't know people, they are just excusing most people. It's time for us to wake up. The only thing I believe that can make somebody make his heaven is when you do go to your neighbor, you don't steal, you don't offend anybody, you don't do bad thing, you don't sleep with somebody's wife, you will make heaven. You don't need pastor to teach you how to make heaven.
Exactly my opinion, sir. Exactly my opinion. We don't need them to assess anything. Okay. Okay. We really appreciate you, my brother from Italy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Carry on. Coming to you. The other day you went to Malaysia. After taking money from there, you went back to Nigeria. You say anybody who pay tax with Yahoo money be wrong man. Before they pay the tax, why did you not make the announcement there?
Okay. Thank you. He did not mention that they were not mad there when he was taking the money.
Anybody that is
okay.
Why did you not announce that nobody should pay tax if they are not working? If you know you are not working, don't pay tax. If you know you are not doing a good job, don't work, don't pay tax. But you will go to Malaysia, we take prostitution money there, we take drug money there, we take Yahoo money there. When it comes to Europe, the same thing. Then we go back. That man, the air fire is waiting for me back, and that is my opinion.
Very, very hot one. Very hot one. Very hot one. Thank you, my brother. I can really feel your pain, and this is why we are saying. Okay, another caller coming in. Hello. Wow, 26 missed call already. Wow, how am I going to handle this? Okay, the number to call is still there, 081 28. No. Okay, Mama Vera Gihon called to say she appreciates the good work that we are doing, trying to appreciate all our efforts so far in exposing these men of dogs and their cunning ways of milking gullible followers dry. Okay, the line is still open. I'm going to add as a comment one more time so that people can call. You know, I just got a call from Italy where our brother told us what Johnson Suleiman is doing there. Will come take money from prostitutes. He will not castigate them there because he needs them to pay that or pay that dangerous seed or dangerous tithe. But the moment he leaves there, he goes back home and starts swearing for them that anybody that pays their own money to his church, you know, we run mad. Okay, we have another caller here. Hello.
Yeah, hello. doing?
I am very fine, my brother. Good afternoon. Please introduce yourself, please, and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Bright. I'm calling from Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yeah, well, I was just watching your program this morning. It's so exciting.
Okay, thank you, my brother, for calling.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's about these churches and fake pastors, fake doctrines, you know. Yeah, they like to scam our people, you know, especially Nigerians who are not wise.
Yeah.
They like to brainwash them to take their money away from them, you know. So it's really, really bad. It's sad, you know. It's really, really sad.
Yes.
At least these churches, they could have the money they get, they could have used it, because some churches, they really have so much millions of dollars. They can use this money to open industries where they will employ so many Nigerians that will be working. At least if they can advise Nigerians how to put their money together, they can even create an industry where they can have insurance companies, you know, where these people can be putting their money every month.
Brother. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, in case when they are old, they can use that money, but they don't do that. They like to brainwash them, to siphon the money from them.
Exactly.
It's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. At least they need to change their way. They need to change their way.
Thank you so
much. They need to change their way.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We really appreciate your contribution, and we will continue to speak out against these men of dogs and their operations. Thank you, my brother, for calling from Switzerland.
We have to fight them, because everywhere, big churches, everywhere.
Yeah.
We have to fight them.
Okay. And that's what we are doing, using social media as a means to reach out.
Yeah. We are so lucky to have the social media to do this.
Okay. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.
You too. Okay, another caller. Wow. Okay. The calls are jamming. They are jamming. Wow, 18 missed calls again. I don't know if I need multiple phones for these, but there's nothing I can really do now. I only have this phone and this small one they are calling. Okay, another caller we can see. Another caller I just called. Okay, hello. Well, I don't know if it's their plan now to use their calls to disrupt us, but anyway, we'll keep trying. Hello. Hello.
Hello, my brother.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, so my name is Iyawutesi. I'm calling from the Republic of Ireland.
Okay, from the Republic of Ireland.
Yes,
Iyawutesi.
Yes. Iyawutesi.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
Sir.
So what do you have to tell us, madam?
My brother.
Yes, ma'am.
God will bless you, and you and
Daddy Freeze, Albert.
Yes, and others. You understand?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
And others that are able to summon courage to come out and speak truth.
Okay, ma'am.
You know, and be able to come out and try to free our people. These pastors, you know, as holding captive. I'm on the phone. Hello, my brother. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
My brother. I mean, my question is now all these pastors now has been exposed that. The Bible does not give them the permission to be collecting tithes from their members.
Of course.
You understand?
Of course.
My question to them now is, what will the pastor lose? You understand?
Yes.
What will the pastor lose if they now decided to just come out and say to their members that okay, the Bible does not give us the permission to be collecting money from you people. From now on, you people should stop paying tax.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Will the pastor lose anything?
No.
You understand? Now my question with that, I don't understand.
Okay.
You know, I mean, what will the pastors do lose if they decided to say to their stop paying, giving me your money in the name of paying tithe to me. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And another thing our churchgoers must understand is the money that the Nigerian churches are getting every week.
Yes.
Getting every weekend because I know very well that some churches in Nigeria are holding up to 3 or 4 services every Sunday.
Yes, of course.
The money that the Nigerian churches are getting every Sunday is enough for them to set up a small, I mean, not even a small bank, you know,
yes.
A big bank,
yes.
You know, a big credit bank,
yes.
whereby you'll be able to offer loans
yes.
to their members, you understand?
Big credit bank, okay.
You understand?
Yes,
if any of their members want to set up a business or something like that, you know?
Okay.
Because I don't, you understand? I mean, at the end of the day, what our people should understand is this: if you are working and you are paying tax every week, like me now, the European country I'm living in, I'm working and I'm paying tax every month.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, from the tax that the government is taking from my wages, you know, at the end of the day, my children is getting free education.
Yes.
And the government is providing us with a free healthcare system.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And we have light and we have good infrastructure. You know,
okay.
At the end of the day, the government is able to provide all those basic immunity for all the citizens because we are paying tax. Okay. You know, if you are the person that is going to church, you are paying your tithe to pastor. You have to ask yourself, what are you getting back from all the tithes, the money you are giving to church?
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
I mean, don't let your pastor tell you that it's good for you to be giving him your hard-earned money, that your reward is in heaven when you die. That is not good enough.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, the pastors have their own heaven here.
Okay.
For a pastor to be cruising on a private jet, that means that pastor has built his own heaven on earth.
Exactly.
So don't let the pastor tell you.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't let the pastor tell you that it's good for you to remain poor. You know, it's good. You know, it's good for you not to be able to send your children to the best schools. You understand?
Yes.
It's good for you to be giving, to be giving him 10% of your money every Sunday.
Yes.
At the end of the day, your reward will be after you die. Whereas the pastor is using your money to build schools that cannot afford to send your own children to. The pastors are using your money to build hospitals that you cannot afford to attend. Okay. The pastors is not even using the money to fix the roads in your street. They are not using the money to do anything that you or your children or your family will benefit from.
Okay.
That is, for me, that kind of a pastor is a fraudster. People should wake up now.
Yes.
Give your 10%. Give your 10% to yourself.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I am grateful for your contribution.
And your family.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm really grateful for your contribution, madam, from Ireland. Thank you so much. Okay, it seems to me like more of our diasporans have really been victims of these men of dogs, and they are another caller, please permit them to express their opinion, please. Okay, hello. Hello. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yes, Yes, I'm calling from Norway. Are you on live now?
Yes, we are online. We are on live video. You're calling from Norway. Your name, madam, please.
My name is Uwa Sophia, so I'm watching you.
Okay. Please share with us your experience, ma, or your opinion.
I've been using us for a long time. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, grace of God, somebody.
The calls are really jamming into the phone and is hampering on the callers. I don't know how. If you try to call and it's busy, you pause. Don't try again. Give some couple of minutes, maybe like 3-4 minutes, and you call back. Hello. 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 Okay, we lost that. Hello.
Hello, is that Paul?
Yeah, this is Paul.
Hey, Paul. Good afternoon, my man.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I just want to appreciate your doings.
Thank you so much.
I like what you are doing because you are trying to wake, many souls that are lost.
Okay.
And I'm so much happy with that because the souls are lost too much. Our pastors have, that many souls into their own kingdom of darkness.
Exactly.
So, I'm an awakening man. So when I watch online, I'm so much happy. I'm very, very happy with you, brother.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. You come from Italy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My name is Leo.
Leo from Italy.
The mystic man of the great life.
Okay.
I think it's Harry Padova.
Thank you so
So I
much.
appreciate your work, brother.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Leo from Italy. Okay. So far, we've been having our Nigerian brethren and sisters in diaspora. They've called in so far from Italy, Switzerland, and Ireland. Okay, another caller. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay. So who are we on to, please?
This is Princess calling from Italy.
Vincent from Italy.
Yeah, Princess, I don't want to over-introduce myself.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. We are online now. We can hear you.
Yes. I saw you online. So, what I want to contribute on this.
Okay, go on, ma.
I hear you.
Go on, madam.
What I want to contribute on this issue that you are talking about, I really appreciate your effort.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you for coming out, because I believe this is end time for this chapter.
Yes, it is.
Especially, I'm not talking of other men of God, but I know they are all the same.
Okay.
I am talking especially Pastor, or is he Apostle, John Suleiman.
Wow, another.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, John Suleiman again.
That man is so, I used to like him. I've never heard of him till 2015.
Okay.
So 2015, I begin to know somebody like this. I some of his this thing on the internet, liking him, his preaching. But when you see him on, he's so fake.
Wow. He's so fake.
Are you hearing me?
That's what you said. He's so fake.
He's so fake.
Okay.
I've gone to his show. But let me call it show. They are not to say. Let me say show. I've gone to his show. He's a fake man.
Okay.
He's arrogant. He's so proud. You understand me? He reads Bible. I don't know what he reads in the Bible.
Yes.
He's so fake. He's a fake man. His arrogance is just making me go insane.
Wow.
So I don't see Apostle Suleiman. He might be doing whatever he's doing, helping people, helping the widows, paying school fees for people. I don't give a damn. His arrogance is killing.
Wow.
He's killing. He's so arrogant. And he's a thief. He's a thief. Each time he comes to Italy, he comes to extract money from people.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you.
You don't take money from people. Sometimes him and his followers, his so-called pastors, there will be nothing people in Italy. That is what is annoying me most.
There will be nothing
girls. There will be nothing girls in Italy here.
Really?
They'll be reading at them. They'll be laughing at them. They'll be saying, do you believe Apostle Peter said, if you are taking Europe, you are still here? What's your other than go to Nigeria? Is a man of God supposed to speak like that?
You can imagine.
And you are collecting money from these people.
You can imagine.
You be collecting money for them, you be calling them names.
You can imagine.
You understand me?
Yes.
That man should better go arrange his. He doesn't know that his brain is wicked. He should go arrange his brain. Nonsense.
Thank you so much, madam. Okay, sorry about that. Another caller is coming in. Wow, this is overwhelming. Hello? Hello? Okay, while we're on that, the last caller just now from Italy, Vincent, just told us that Suleiman comes to Italy, takes their money, and even mocks at them, and tells them if you are paying 20 euro to the altar call, that you should pack your load and go back home. You can imagine that statement from a man of God. Hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, everyone. Norway.
Okay, from Norway.
Hello?
Yes, our caller from Norway.
Yes, my name is Uwa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what, my brother?
Okay.
You know, now our hands are open.
Okay.
Our heads are open now.
Yes, yes.
All these pastors, you know. I did Norway, you understand?
Yes.
I did go church. We did church before, you know. One day I called my pastor, okay, let's help people from Nigeria because we are suffering. Our people are killing themselves, you know, no food. Our pastor said it's better for you to give somebody a word of God than for you to give somebody's money.
You can imagine that.
I just go to church every day, you know. Who are you to come and be criticizing them? You understand?
Yes.
Okay, you know what? People like us that don't have a lot of education, you understand?
Okay.
They used to deceive us. See that
Okay.
he's talking now, that's a pastor a car. That's a pastor money.
You dashed a pastor a car.
Yes, that's a pastor money. I will not lie.
And
you understand? You know what? Now, my brothers and sisters, now we know that these people, they are 419.
This is
they are
amazing.
just looking for their daily
can you
bread
hear
and
that?
their pocket. You understand?
Yeah.
Now that we know that they are 419, they are just collecting our money. Why can't us, we the ordinary human being, set up something for each community and work for our people? You understand? Our people are dying every day.
Wow.
So we cannot wait for them. They will not send their easy jets to come and help us. No.
Wow.
We have to help ourselves. We have to set up something. Because that is the time we can fight them. Because we can't fight them like this. Because our people, they are still looking up to them. They will say you are the unbeliever because you join the person that is saying the truth. You understand?
Yeah.
So our people, they are still saying sa, you know, or mama follow the GO and the P, you know. Let's start up something that will benefit, that our people will benefit for in the country. You understand? Like each community will start up their thing. That is what I feel. Because they will not say they are easy jet to come and help us. That is the big truth.
Okay.
They are still deceiving many. Many like me. Many that did not went to school. They are still deceiving us.
I can imagine.
You understand?
I can imagine.
That is the truth, my brother.
Okay.
So we have to plan and look for how we will help the ones in Nigeria. You know, people are dying in the sea every day. We have to help ourselves.
Okay.
That is what I see.
Okay.
Because those pastors, they even want past politicians. They be like, who they are here dead.
Of course.
You understand?
Of course.
So they know they do anything. They can't send their private jet. If you wait for them to come and send it, now that will not happen.
That is true.
Our whole problem now, their nyash don't leak.
Not true.
So we human being, we ordinary person, we work for ourselves. I put one video for Facebook on Friday. If you see these people, they are developing. Our pastor will travel from Nigeria to come and tell them, mostly Pastor Enoch Adeboye, come and be telling the white people they don't know God. Come and see what they are doing in their land. You that come from Nigeria, no life in Nigeria, you come and be telling these people they don't know God, they don't go to church, they don't do this, they don't do that. You understand?
We are suffering. Thank you so
You understand, my brother? After Kadeboye went to Sweden last year, come and be telling cities that they don't know God. You, your country, your people are suffering.
No.
You come here and come and be telling them they don't know God.
Thank you so much.
You understand, my brother? Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, ma.
Carry on.
Thank you, ma. Thank you.
Carry on.
Ma.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
Thank you, ma. Bye-bye. Okay. We just had that caller who also just admitted live to us here that she has been a victim of fake pastor to the point she even gave him cars and monies at different occasions. Okay, another caller. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Yes, again. Message.
Hello. Hello.
Well, good afternoon. I see that the one who called from Italy. Good job. God will bless you.
Amen. Thank you.
Don't let anybody distract your attention. Just forget anybody that make wrong comment. Say just don't worry the comment. Just continue your good job. God will bless you very, very well. Our people are still sleeping. They are still sleeping.
Yes.
I'm a Christian. I still go to church, but our people, they don't understand the things that is going on inside that church. They don't understand.
Okay.
You understand? Those people that are sleeping ones, I'm waiting for a pastor that we amass one day in the church that we say, if there is anybody who has problem here, you come out and we want to help you. No pastor have ever done that.
They hardly do. All they do is take and take and take.
I'm waiting for a day pastor will say, anybody, if you have family, if you have problem, come out and we will help you. If you have somebody in the hospital, you cannot pay the bill, come out, we will help you. Because you started doing all these things. Okay, the other day apostle man said that the tithe he paid, that he never don't pay that tithe every 2 Sundays. Who did he pay his tithe to?
That is the question. He said he paid to ministries and ministers.
He said the tithe that he paid that he paid every Sunday, the church member cannot be able to pay that tithe every 2 Sundays. So look at the syphilis that he gave to his own members.
Thank you. That is the problem we have. Gullible members.
He saw the sheep inside the church. The sheep said they don't even know the meaning of what he said. Meaning the money that your pastor is paying, you yourself you cannot go afford the money. That is syphilis talk. That is syphilis.
Slavery.
That you are paying every Sunday, your church member cannot be able to pay that money for 2 Sundays. Just look at syphilis talk. Your pastor. That is okay. I'm tired of all these fucking people. Continue your good job. God bless you.
Thank you very much, bro. Thank you for calling. Our brother called again from Italy, and he is still very, very embittered by the scams of these pastors. Another caller. Hello.
Yeah.
Good morning. Please introduce yourself. Where you're calling from?
Yes, Princess from Italy.
Okay. Go on.
So, message to Johnson Suleiman. You should not come to Italy again.
Okay.
You shouldn't come to Italy again because that man is corrupting Italy. Pastors, they are. You shouldn't come here again. In Italy, salary here in Italy, people receive like 1,000, 1,200, 1,300. Each time they come here, you will be telling people to come out. You will start from 1,000 euros. Telling people to come and be donating 1,000. Start from 1,000. Are you hearing me?
1,000 euros.
1,000 euros.
Yes, starting from 1,000 euros. So come and donate, come and sow seed of 1,000 euros. The funniest thing, fine, because I know that going with you. Okay. Sometimes you might, there is something you are asking God for. You say, God, do this for me, and I will make this back.
Yes.
So this man will tell people, don't come and do any pledge. If you want a pledge, come to Nigeria. You need cash.
Wow.
You need cash. For what? Everybody is keeping quiet. Everybody is keeping quiet. They think everybody we are fools.
Wow.
Is this the only one that has spiritual eyes? There are so many people that have spiritual eyes, but they are not using it. You understand? Is this the only one that has spiritual eyes? That man should stop. He shouldn't come to Italy again. Okay. If before you say you shouldn't talk to a man of God because he's man of God. Fuck, who is he? He's so arrogant. I don't like anybody that is arrogant.
Yes.
I don't see any reason why a man of God should be so arrogant like Justice Suleiman.
Okay.
He's so arrogant. You understand me? And he thinks he knows much. He thinks he knows more than all the pastors in Nigeria. He's a thief.
Wow.
He's a thief. Who is he? He's a Muslim. He should just go and be green afar. He just uses Christian to make money because you know the quickest way to make money now is Christianity because he knows it will become after that. Nobody will go and meet him in his shrine. Yeah. That's why he uses Christianity. He should stop. He should stop because all these things. Yes, all these things you see. One day Nigeria will go crazy.
Of course.
It takes just 1 second.
Yes.
It takes just 1 second for the brain to lose.
Okay.
Once the brain, one note lose from the brain, it will never go. But one day they will come back to church.
Exactly.
Because so many people, I know that I'm okay. I'm hungry. There's so many people in Nigeria. One day they will go and burn his church. But what will he do? He can't do anything.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
People will continue to be afraid. There is a man of God. Or if you do anything, because no cost is coming.
No cost, my dear. No
because
cost.
Because then themselves, they have violated the law of God.
Yes.
By tracking extra money from people.
Exactly.
They have violated that law.
Exactly.
So everybody, they are angry. Even me that is talking, I'm angry too.
I can tell.
You know? When you collect money from people, I don't like it. Okay. You use force to collect money from people, you humiliate them as you are collecting the money. For what reason?
Exactly.
For what reason? You're so arrogant.
Exactly.
I'm so proud.
Very proud. Very, very proud and arrogant.
Really? Anybody that knows they can go out, but they can go and fight him and go to church. For what? Nonsense. If that church is really a church, it's really a house of God.
Yes,
what they are doing, they are not supposed to be doing it. See the story between him and Stefano.
Yes.
See what he did to Stefano's mother. A lot of things. I beg them. He better just arrange the church. You should not come to Europe because we that is in Europe here, our head is hot.
I understand.
You can't come and be collecting our money, you call us name. If Nigeria has been a good country, if Nigeria has been a balanced country, who will need Nigeria come to this place? Nobody.
That is true.
Nobody. We are all coming here to Europe because we are looking for good pasture.
Exactly.
So we will not come here, oppress us, take our money, humiliate us, insult us, give us name. No, enough is enough.
Enough is enough. Thank you so much. Please calm down. Please calm down. I will.
Enough is enough, eh?
I will beg you to calm down.
Anybody that knows they have grudges in their mind, let them speak out. Let them speak out. It's good to speak out. Because I am speaking out because these are the grudges I've been having in my mind. Everybody should speak out. Enough is enough.
Exactly.
Enough is enough.
Exactly.
Enough is enough.
We are.
People used to say they are hurting. We are very hurting. The money they are collecting from churches, investing it here and there. If they gather that money and use that money to repair Nigeria, we don't even need government.
Exactly.
We don't even wait for government.
Exactly.
Everybody is waiting for pastors are waiting for government. Exactly. And you call yourself. That is why I love Catholic. Okay. That's why I love Catholic Church.
Okay.
Catholic Church will collect money. They will use this to be doing the less privilege.
Exactly.
That our pastors, they will be taking those money, using them to be buying their private jets, using them to be building the most expensive university, using them to be buying the most expensive cars.
Yes.
So how long are we going to go like this? The white people, they are laughing at us. Exactly. The white people used to say, we will pray, shout, upon no. We are still the most jobless people of this earth.
Exactly. This is...
That's what the white people used to say to us.
This is touching.
So when they see us praying, shouting, they will be looking at us and be laughing.
Exactly.
I'm just telling you the truth. I am not exaggerating.
Wow.
They will be laughing at us. They will be mocking at us. Upon everybody. A white man told me that in the next 1,000 years to come, that we black, we will never for 1% be like them.
Wow.
That is true.
Wow. Wow.
But they want to for me, they are magicians.
Wow.
They are men don't believe, yes, believe in miracle. I believe in miracle. But the way they are now, they believe in magic. I believe they are not doing the work of magicians.
Exactly.
They are magicians. That's what white people are calling them. They call them magicians. Why is it that anytime they come to Europe or they go abroad to do their magician work, why is it that they will not go and meet a white man that is sick and heal that white man?
Okay.
Why is it that you only read black? In short, they have deceived that they have deceived us all this year. They have brainwashed our head. God Almighty should come and clear this. That is why we cannot speak today, because before, who are we? Who are we to open mouth to speak about the man of God?
Okay.
Nobody. But today we can open our mouth publicly, direct and speak about the man of God.
Exactly.
Because we keep keeping quiet. Say, we don't want to talk, because they say don't speak against man of God.
Yes.
Don't do this, don't do that. For how long are we going to continue?
Yes.
For how long?
Thank you so much, Mother.
My brother, let's continue, this this media, let's continue, because enough is enough. Enough is enough. They have to be stopped.
Thank you
They
so
have
much.
to, because they have made enough money. I'm not the jealous type, but the truth is that enough is enough. And they should stop oppressing the poor.
Thank you so much.
Oppression is too much.
We are speaking out against their missions, and please also learn to share our videos so that people can also hear the things these men do.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you very much.
Have a lovely day, Madam.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, bye-bye. So, wow, 12 missed calls passed. Okay, I'm going to quickly do the settings for this phone so that call waiting will be deactivated, because when the calls are on and another call is coming in, it affects the quality of wow, they don't even let me talk. Another caller, you can see these are not staged, these are calls coming in. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Please introduce yourself and where you're calling from.
Am I speaking to Paulinus Okpere?
Yes, you are on with Paulinus Okpere on a live video exposing the fraud of the fake men of dogs in Nigeria.
Okay. I'm very happy
Thank you
that
so
I
much.
got you online. Yeah, my name is Dixon.
Dixon.
I'm calling from Italy, Verona.
Okay, calling from Verona, Italy.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. I think since last week I saw your video for the first time.
Okay.
I've been interested in the whole thing,
All right.
And first of all, I would like to thank you for all that you have been doing.
Thank you so
and I
much.
pray that God give you the grace to continue.
He said,
And of course, to open the eyes of those that are still sleeping, because many are still sleeping.
of course.
But I pray God opens their eye through you, so that they will know that they are sleeping.
Okay, thank you.
Now, actually, I have three things I would like to discuss with you.
Okay.
The first one is, what is Christianity? Is it not all about love?
Yes.
Now, if you are a Christian and you are not seeing the love from the pastors, from the men that call themselves men of God, and you are seeing it from non-Christian, then what is the essence of being a Christian?
Exactly.
What is the essence of being a Christian? Okay, I heard the last lady from Italy. She said something about the Catholic Church and all. Yeah, I go to Catholic Church. My brother, you need to see what is happening. Here they have what they call Aiuto Vita. They have what is called Caritas. These are kind of a body set out to help those that are in need. If you don't like giving, if you are in the church, in the Catholic Church here in Italy, you feel like giving because you see what they are doing, helping those that don't have.
Yes.
Helping those that don't have. Okay, look at the men of God. Like I like what you said. I think it was not last week or last 2 weeks. You said the fear factor.
The fear
factor. That is what is affecting most of us.
Exactly.
We have this belief that touch not my anointing, say no evil thing against the man of God. God will judge this and that, and that is what they stand upon to deceive the people. You don't talk to the man of God like this. Like, okay, look at the other day. Pastor Suleiman said that because you talked, or because that the freeze talked about Adeboye for that reason, that he will say something. That who is that the freeze to say something about or to talk about Adeboye? Can you imagine that?
That's the fear factor.
Can you imagine that? And this is what is happening among most of, especially we Nigerians.
Yes.
We are sleeping. You just continue giving to the pastor, that to the extent that, oh my God, I don't even know what to say. Now, there's a question I want to ask. I don't know if you've seen it. I saw it on Facebook, but I don't know how authentic it is.
Okay, go on.
About Oyedipo. A man built a church in Lekki that worth 1 billion naira.
Yes.
And he donated it to Oyedipo, to the church. I mean, to
Adeboye.
Is that true?
It's true. No, to Oyedipo, right? Oyedipo, right?
Oyedipo, yes.
Yes,
is that
Oyedipo.
true?
It's true.
Oh my God, why are we so stupid?
That is the gullibility we talk about.
Just imagine. Now, you tell me, if only I can ask that man, now you build that church, before they have churches all over the place. And these churches, even where the churches, the street that the churches are, the roads are so bad, the church cannot even come to help, to even help in building just that street. At least let the people on the street say, okay, this church did this one for us. At least let the people that live on that street feel the impact of the church.
Yes.
The street will be so bad that all they want to do is portion the blames on the government. Okay, look at the man now. He spent that amount of money, build a church. Now, if he used that money to help the less privileged, now, are you not saying, or rather, is he not saying, God will appreciate, God prefer that he build that house or that church for 1 million naira than helping the less privileged in the society? Look at, you go to Nigeria, look at the street, look at children on the street. No, they didn't go to school, they are not in school, walking on the street, homeless children all over the place. What about if they decide to use that money to construct a homeless home for the less privileged, for children that are not going to school, build schools for the... Now, God will appreciate. Now, what people don't know is that the Bible tells us that God says, how can you say you love me when you don't love even the ones you can see, my children? All they want is the pastor to see them that they have the money, they are spending money. They want the pastor to like them, to love them. They want to get their reward from the pastor. Are you hearing me?
I'm following you very well.
They want to get their reward from the pastor.
Okay.
They want the pastor to say yes, well done. Whereas all over around them, people are suffering, but they are not interested. They will take themselves out of all those poor people around them, and they just want the pastor to say, well done. They want to get the appreciation, the reward from the pastor. That is all they want.
Exactly.
I think it was you or that the phrase that said something last week or last 2 weeks. Now they'll be going out for people need the word of God. But whenever they want to visit evangelism, they go to America, they go to London, they go to these cities. But what about the interior villages? They need the word of God. They
don't go there.
They will send one poor pastor, not even the loyal pastor, not even the pastor that they like. The one that they don't like, they will send that person to one interior village to go and die. But they will never go to all those places
to preach.
They go to America.
There are no dollars and pounds in the villages. Why would they go there? They prefer to go to the US, like you just said. Canada, France, Europe, Malaysia, and where the juicy money is.
I've had my own fair share when I came to this country.
Wow.
I I was attending Nigerian churches. But my brother, when I saw things, nobody tell me, I run.
Wow.
I now go to Catholic. I have peace of mind, myself and my family. Peace of mind. So those that their eyes are still closed, let them continue. My prayer is that their eyes will open one day. So my brother, continue. God will continue to bless you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you for your call, and we are really grateful for that call. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a lovely day. Yes, our brother there has really spoke out his mind against the activities of these men of dogs in Europe and how they still come over there to milk their people, you know, take their money, and they rather would do some show off and pretend they are helping people, whereas a lot of their members are suffering. I got another call now. Hello? 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 Oh, sorry, we lost that. Although I have put the phone setting to just take only one call, and to prevent, in fact, I just deactivated the call waiting because it's not really helping the callers this time. Okay. Hello? Hello? Oh, we lost that one again. Okay, it seems okay, while we are waiting for callers to call in, I want to touch on some of the points our callers raised. You see the woman from Italy call herself Vincent. That is, it's obvious. You could tell from the tempo of her voice that she's really, really angry. She's paranoid with the system that Justice Suleiman has created over in Italy. The manners in which he uses to, you know, scam Nigerians in Italy. Okay, the caller have called back. Hello? Hello? Okay. I am sorry for that. Okay, so the woman was not happy at all. A lot of us heard what she said, and people are still asking me for the number. Okay, I have to put it up one more time in the comments so that those who just joined us can see. The idea is we are using people's experience and opinions to rate the activities of these so-called Nigerian men of dogs. Yes, that's what they are, men of dogs. People who come out using the gullibility of their followers as a stepping stone to acquisition of wealth and material gains are not men of gods. They are men of the dogs. So that is for that. Okay, I just dropped my number again, so the number there is appearing now. I think I've dropped it on the comment section here for those who are just coming in now to call. Okay. Hello? 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 What is wrong? Something is wrong here. The calls are jamming so bad that when I answer... Hello?
Mr. Okpere, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please, where are you calling from, sir?
I'm calling from Germany.
From Germany. Your name, sir?
My name is Smart.
Okay, Smart from Germany. Please go on. You're on live, on a live video now with followers listening, and they want to use our experiences in the hands of these fake men of dogs to amend their own gullibility. So go on and tell us your experience or your opinion, sir.
Yes. So, Mr. Okpere, God bless you very much. These so-called men of God, my brother, their own is too much.
Okay.
They are wicked.
Very
you understand?
Very wicked.
They are wicked. My own personal experience.
Okay.
Why we men of God in Nigeria are telling our women here their parents are the ones disturbing them.
Wow.
They cause problem between our women here and their parents.
Wow.
At the end, our women, they stop calling their own parents.
Yes.
They pay tight. With the money they pay in prostitution, they pay tight to Nigerian pastor monthly.
Wow.
Why their parents are dying of hunger.
Yes.
Hungry. What the hell is all this? Men of God, my brother. What me I don't understand. Have you ever seen a man of devil since you were born in Okpere?
No.
Anybody who is a man of devil?
No.
Who knows, maybe he or she was created by devil to raise up his hand.
Exactly.
Nobody. God created every good thing and bad thing on earth.
Exactly.
We should stop deceiving ourselves. Men of God. We are all men of God, my brother. Nobody is man of devil.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ is Son of God, has only one name, which is Pastor. Jesus Christ, the Son of God, has only one name. But today, you see, men of God, the one God called, they give all these pastors different names.
Yes.
It's enough.
Big
People
names.
are dying in Libya. They should take their private jet to Libya and rescue our people dying there. They should go to the north to get their Christians and help them. They should leave their poor neighbors alone.
Exactly.
The pastors here, the Nigerian pastors here in Nigeria, my brother, they have houses all over Europe, all over the world in America.
Wow.
The house where my friend lives here in Stuttgart is owned by a Nigerian pastor.
Are you serious?
I swear, my brother.
The house where your brother, your friend lived there in Stuttgart.
My friend lives here in Stuttgart.
It's owned by a Nigerian pastor.
My brother.
Can we hear that?
Believe me, my brother.
Wow. That's
owned
amazing.
by a Nigerian pastor, my brother. Go to Spain, go to Madrid. They have houses in London. They tell their poor members we are going there for seminar. Whatever, they are coming here to buy houses. Multi-million-dollar industries.
Wow.
They have companies here, my brother. They have houses.
Amazing.
Enough is enough. They remain our biggest problem. They are the one empowering all these politicians. All these pastors.
Exactly.
They pray for politicians. They pray for criminals. They pray for kidnappers. They pray for prostitutes.
Wow.
Because they give them tithes. They tell them, may your business keep booming. Money will never dry your pocket. Pray for criminal, my brother. Pray for prostitution. This is unfair. You understand? They empower our traffickers because the human traffickers we have, they send them tithe every month. The African pastors are wicked, my brother. We have dated one girl. I don't want to mention the name.
Okay.
His father there in Nigeria is a great man of God. My brother, what did this girl know? Woman, we take back when no one. If you carry enter house.
Wow, are you serious?
If you come before her, you are in trouble. If you come before this girl, my brother, you are in trouble.
Really?
Believe what I'm telling you. What did this girl know? I shall we take back when no one. I pastor again. I don't want to mention him.
Yes.
You understand? They are all fake. All their shit they go, they shed, they go be like Roro. Their family, when their wife they sick, they send it to Germany, America, to buy for treatment India. When their own member they sick, doesn't make go out go do fasting. God go heal them.
Can imagine.
It's too much. This fact they are wicked. Now I know our people were just like they were smiling but suffering.
Yes.
Look at comments. Look at the way people are calling. No. They were not happy. They were just trying to be happy.
Exactly.
Pastor, don't finish our people, my brother.
Exactly.
They should leave our people alone for God's sake.
Exactly.
They should leave them alone. They should go and look for work.
Exactly.
Enough is enough. Pastor, not the work. The wife, not the work. Pastor, go build church, my brother. Because that's your wife has spent the present. Then the members go, they clap, they sing, their foolishness.
They are
I think that's
foolishness.
idiotic, my brother. That one is the highest more on it.
It's stupidity. Yes. The members, they are the flock.
Hospital where your own pikin no fear, where you no dey carry your own pikin go. Pastor go build am with your small money where you dey donate, give your wife. You go dey happy, dey tell your wife happy birthday. But brother, our mumu don't do.
You don't do. Mumu don't do. Our mumu don't do. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
God bless you, my brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
My brother, I'm sorry to tell you this. Sorry, may I speak on today?
Okay.
Why it be say now only all this Nigerian pastor God they call? Why it be say now only the God they call? It's just asking question.
Now let them know God now.
A good co-worker here now. The man I work with is a pastor.
Yes.
The man they work every day 9 hours.
Wow.
A pastor. They work
9 hours a day he works.
a day. Sunday they church go see go preach.
That is it.
In Nigeria, I don't tire. Now only then I God they call. Only then God call this one, God call this one, God call this one. Now enough is enough.
Enough is enough, my brother. Enough is enough.
Thank you.
Thank you
God
so
bless
much,
you.
sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
God
sir.
bless.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So many gratitude to that brother. Another 14 missed calls. This one don't over me. How do I really contain all these calls that are coming in? People are angry. People are bitter. People are, in fact, they are feeling the bruise of this heartlessness of these so-called men of dogs. Nigerian pastors have taken their whole level of fraudulent activities to a whole new height, and the only way we think we can begin to counter them is to at least speak out. Fine, you may think no one is hearing, no one is listening, they are not hearing us, they are not even seeing the video, but believe me, the thing is, they do say these things. They do say these things. When we keep sharing them, when we keep posting them on our walls, one knows one who knows the other sees this video and he shares or she shares it and call friends to watch it. This is how the awareness will spread faster. The sister who called and said that we should go to Suleiman's church and burn it down, no, that is not what we are going to do. We don't subscribe to physical violence. We don't subscribe to a wanton destruction of properties. That church you see there was built by people's money. So burning it down is actually a waste of money. And moreover, I, Paulinus Okpere, do not ever subscribe to the use of violence in any way. I do not. What I'm trying to say here is, if these churches are meant to pay taxes to the government, if they are meant to, remit a substantial amount of their income as tax back to the economy, we need to see changes, and there should be a regulation on these churches. Believe me, most of the churches operating today are not even registered. They are just there operating, and before you know it, this man have built a house, he have bought an expensive wonders on wheel, married one of the most beautiful members of his church, travels abroad, and boom, nobody cares. The product he's selling, nobody wants to know. The business he's doing, nobody cares. This is the system we have found ourselves in this country. Well, this is just the first video on this issue. Sadly, a lot of you are going to be calling that may watch this video at a later date. You can call the number and we arrange. I'm going to make it known when my next video will come up, so that we can receive more people and their opinions. And we are aware now, I got call from Switzerland, from Norway, and more from Italy. It seems that is where Suleiman have operated the most on these gullible people. He has really dealt with them in Italy. And I also got a call yesterday through Facebook, and the guy was based in Malaysia. Another one was in Spain that I told you I was going to make contact with. We've done all these things. And there are some things I can't even say publicly because of the extra, how do I say it now? It's so bitter. So bitter. These guys live their normal lives. when they are outside their altars. They have women's girlfriends, sex orgies, alcohol, food, wines, and everything. They live just like the average man. There's nothing like this anointing on them that prevents them from having sex with women not their wives, drinking alcohol, or clubbing. They do these things. Don't be deceived. So like I said, we'll take it up from here, and the next video we'll take more calls in exposition or in the revelation of the victims of this men of dogs. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.